Well, as you may gather by the title, our auction is finished now. Doesn't It did not go as I would hoped it would. We had some bad weather in this area, I think, which held off a lot of people. Of course, you're always at the mercy of how many people show up, and the weather did cut into the amount of people that I thought should have shown up for the event. But that being said, let me get my seatbelt back in order. Not as good as I wanted, JC. I did sell that KW though. I got good money out of that KW, which was a good benefit. Some of the other trucks, some of the people wanted them for nothing, somewhat. So I did not. I no sold a good many. We're going to have another sale. I sold a good many vehicles. A lot of them that were we had robbed parts off of and everything. They seemed to like those as good, if not better. I actually didn't know. I no sold the real Freightliner Classic. I kept. That's the one that. That's the one that I just overhauled last year. So no, I decided to keep it. I asked them if anybody was interested in that, and nobody. More and more after cheaper stuff. The crowd that I got came in. Okay, there's my son calling me. Hey, Steve. Okay, well, I'm headed over to the Ford dealership right now, son. So just meet me over there. All right. Bye. Hey, Jay. Yeah, the sale, the weather kind of put a damper on it. We've had a lot of bad weather. Of course, I got some people that got stuck out there too, trying to get in and out. The field was kind of messy. They came with the idea of getting it cheap. So, I mean, I don't mind selling stuff at a reasonable price, but I had to no sell a good many more than I wanted to. My little rat rod, I sold it. I had that 29 rat rod. I sold it, and I sold my big loader that I had. I got a big Michigan loader, and I went ahead and sold it. And then I sold, like I said, after the sale, I actually had some people to negotiate, and like that KW that we were talking about, I got decent money out of it, so I felt pretty good about that. So I got what I was expecting out of that KW. I had several of the Columbias I had to no sell. I mean, some people wanted them for nothing, and the motors were more valuable than that. But so I no sold probably half the field, to tell the truth. I only sold about half the trucks. I sold probably, I hadn't took a full count, probably 12 trucks is what I sold, and I probably no sold 12, if not more. But we sold enough to do okay. I mean, there comes a point in time. I mean, I was looking at stuff and going, hey, I'd buy it for that price if I get it that cheap. So I kind of geared it that way. If I was at a sale and it was going that cheap, I would be buying it. So, I kind of reversed the situation. I said, well, if they can't pay me more than that, I'm gonna keep it, because I can't buy it that cheap. And so that's kind of the mentality I had to do on that. And I think, like I said, a lot of it was the crowd. I don't know if the auction company that I used this time. Yeah, I know. Well, I sold a good many. I mean, I sold some of the scrap. My wife was happy with that. I sold a lot of them that I just had pieces of. I mean, there's several that would rob the transmissions and rears and different things out of them. And that's some of those we sold that my wife was really happy to see those go. And I know I'm gonna hate it, because I had put one up for sale that had a good hood and everything on it, and I had a driver to wreck a truck yesterday but I'd already obligated myself, and it was already in the sale, and I couldn't take it out, so I couldn't rob the hood. So now, for what I got out of it in the sale, yeah, I know. It's you never know when you're going to need it, and that's the situation that I've gotten into. I think that I'm going to need some of this stuff, so it gets aggravating. Now I hope my signal will stay good. I hope my signal will stay good, and we can have a good chat with everybody. I'm I'm not gonna give made up drama either. My drama is real drama. I've got I've got issues that I have to deal with. I've been looking online and I go, golly, if we turn this into a soap opera thing on YouTube, but I'm not going to address that other than kind of chuckle about it and laugh about it. And I hope some of the people will get their act together. But that being said, I'm in the real world situation out here. I want to you know tell the story of what actually happens in real life out here, real sales, things that are going off in real life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now I wish that it had all gone better, but it did not. Yeah. Well, I didn't get to talk with anybody today, so JC, this is you and Matt. This is the first time I've been able to converse with you two, and I admire both of you guys. You both are hardworking men, and I know that y'all are working out there and trying to keep things straight. Oh Lordy, well, I'm out here at the Ford dealership. I'm gonna turn this. Y'all don't want to look at me anyway. I'll turn around. I got my new door on the front of this store. Now I'm gonna turn this around. Let me let me turn this around right now. Okay, now you see the front of my store. I got my, if y'all can notice, this new glass door I had put in. So this is gonna be my new entry for the Napa store. I had them to oh, you're working on trucks in a thunderstorm day. Well, that's about what we were. Yeah, that's the reason I sold my rat rod, y'all guys. I tell you, I looked at it. I've had it for over 40 years, and I have not worked on it in a good 35 years. So I decided to let it go. My wife had fussed at me, wanted you to sell it, wanted you to sell it. And then when she saw it actually loaded up today and it was leaving, she kind of said, maybe you should have kept it. I go, no, I'm through. I'm through. I'm out. I'm out of here. Oh, was there any equipment? Oh yeah. Yeah, I had plenty of equipment. Yeah, I sold some farm equipment. I did no sell my tractor. My tractor, I had that four-wheel drive tractor that didn't have but 159 hours on it, and I was not going to let them steal that from me. And that's my opinion. I hope the signal's still good. Is the signal good, guys? Because I can't tell out here. I'm out here close to one of the towers. I think this is on my AT&T phone here. But let me walk around here. Oh, see, I hope, like I said, I hope the signal stays good. Signal is good. Thank you, JC. But yeah, here's the Ford dealership. Oh, you can see the building. There's I'm getting 6 new doors back there where you see where it says, well, you can see the signs. I'm getting 6 new doors back there. And then there's the new door for the entry. And if you can imagine, I'm gonna step back here. And JC, I want to show you what I do drive here. Hey, I'm a good man, JC. You see what I'm driving. But if you can imagine, see, this has got a gable roof, and we're going to be coming straight up with the metal in the front and on the side, so it won't actually look like that showroom, that gabled. Yeah, you've taken enough of those door panels off to know what an F-150 door panel looks like, hadn't you? Yeah, you could probably tell me more model numbers. Yeah, it's a Ford. I've got several of those. This is the one I actually got assigned to my brother. I had to use it, and Landon Walker's got one of them. And plus, I have a Dodge too. Don't fuss at me, guys. I do have a Dodge Dually. I got a Dodge Dually, but I like it. It's a good truck too, and it's yeah. Well, the BMW is my wife's. That's not mine. Yeah, I got the BMW. But I drive it a good bit. Oh well, you got a couple of Dodge Dualies. I like them. You know, that Cummins engine. That's a stout engine. It's a stout engine, so I can't knock it. Well, what do you think about the door in the front? That's gonna make it, so we took that plate glass window out, and like I said, we're gonna keep a couple of these panels, and then we're gonna be putting metal on both sides over here, so you won't see all of that glass, because it sucks the air conditioning and the heat out of that building. I mean, it's hard to heat and air condition that showroom. So we're gonna insulate. We're gonna put insulation, probably, if I can say, from that panel, we're gonna keep this panel and the door, and then that panel, and then that panel over there, we're gonna actually cover those. So we only have 3 panels that's gonna be showing with glass, and then the upper glass. Well, what we're doing, we're not actually gonna remove the glass. We're gonna put metal over. We're gonna put the insulation and the metal on both sides, and on the inside we're gonna put wood and everything. So we're gonna have it so the glass is really not gonna be exposed. The only glass that we're gonna have, and we need some for just light, are gonna be the panels on both sides of the doors and that sort of stuff. So I don't want it too dark and dingy in there. But yeah, we're gonna have to put the up here in the front, we're gonna have to put the big metal poles so we can get the crooks from driving through, and then we'll have the like I said, there's my new doors that I had installed. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. It's when they installed those. And as you can see, what we got right now, we got all this shelving backed up against it, so people won't be looking inside. But on the inside, we've gotten to, we started putting, yeah, well, thank you, JC. Yeah, on the inside, let me open up in here. I hope I won't lose signal going inside here. Y'all let me know if the signal gets weak, because it is, like I say, one of these metal buildings. All right, here's the inside of the showroom. Oh, me. We've put the new LED lights in there. Is my signal still good, guys? Let me know, because I cannot tell. We've got 2 more rows over there we hadn't converted yet to LED. But these we've converted here. And it's a good sized showroom. And we're gonna be taking out this partition wall, this door, and there's 2 other partitions. We're gonna be taking some of that out. Well, one of them we can't because it's got the HVAC in it, but we're gonna take 2 others and then this part out. Let me see if I can, now, for those free span buildings, oh yeah, it's a free span building. It's a nice building. All right, now I'll turn on the lights back here. This part's gonna be part of the parts room. And then I'll show you this one. And there's my safe. Look at here what I got. If I had JC's money now, I would put all my money in that safe. Look at that big safe I got. It's like a bank vault. This is what came in. Well, Well, I don't know, JC. We can put you in this office over here. This My wife wants, she wants this office over here, and and then here, you want the one with the safe, Matt? Okay. All right, we're gonna walk back here. I hope I don't lose signal again, guys. Old service manager door. All right, we're gonna go through this, and I'll show you the inside of the shop. All right. Now here's the inside of my shop. I don't know how dark it is. It's got good skylights. I mean, I don't have any lights on back here at all, and it's late in the afternoon. But we've got 2 lifts that are still active. Of course, it's got the yeah, you think? I bet. Well, I knew that Jimmy Ainge was the guy's name. I hope it will. If you can see all the steel, I mean, this has got the same kind of big expanded steel that you get nowadays. And God, I've already had a price on what, if I had built one just this size that the shop is down there from my Napa store, they gave me a price of $750,000 to build it. And I go, what? Yeah, so I like this one. And this, like I said, this is, it's got a lot of amenities. And plus, let me show you. Like I said, I'm gonna put some new doors, and I'll show you the other thing. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, that's what I said. I said more than good gracious. But this property, oh, I know it. Plus the tax, it's just unreal. Now here's the other gem I've got. You notice that? That is a huge building. I can actually work on my trucks, which I am. That's the body shop, and it's a big one. It is, I think it is 50 by 80. As you see how tall it is. That's tall. Those are 12-foot doors there. Well, they had 2. They took one out and made an office, and I'm gonna take that back out and put more doors in there. I'm gonna raise that door. Yeah. Oh, that's a great size. So I don't have good lighting back there, but let me see if I got enough lighting. I will walk back here. But I've got 7 acres of land too, guys. As you'll see, all this, all the way back over here to these trees. Yep, I need 14-foot doors. That's what I need. These are 12, unfortunately. But as you can tell, I can knock out 2 rows of brick, change that lintel. I'm right in business. All right, it's dark. We got 1 light in here, and there's another 12-foot door back there. Yeah, I bet you do know a body man. Yeah, as you can tell by the echo, this is a nice building here. Solid block. It has the pitch roof. It used to have a flat roof, as you can see, and they went ahead and put a pitch roof on it because this one, like so many flat roofs, leaked. I think they didn't like it, so they pitched it, and which is good. I'm glad they did. I've got some fascia board I got to repair and a few other things, but it's solid. It's the big old brick that, God, what is that, 8-inch brick? I don't know what to call that. Gosh, there's my finger. That's a good 10 by 3 brick, that big old brick. But here's the back side of it. There's the parts room door and everything. And I think I did pretty good on it, guys. I really do. You wouldn't go home. Yeah, you would. You got that pretty wife at home. I know you'd go home. You make her stay up here with you, wouldn't you? Yeah, the funny thing about this place, as a kid, I used to live about 3 houses down from here. And it's sort of like going back home for me. Yeah, bingo. Yeah, I hear you. I answered it exactly how you'd make her do. Yeah, you'd have her back over here on the back side, JC. I'll show you this. This is part of the old parts room. And they've gone in here and built all kind of little offices. And then so up there's where we used to have the body parts for the Ford dealership. And in here, of course, they've added this because I got an AC unit up there. Put her a kitchen in. I hear you. Now, I'm in the dark here for a second. Let me turn this light on. Let me see. I got to change these out, LED, but they built a little room in here. I may do this, make that my hydraulic hose. Well, crap, somebody left a bulb on, didn't they? Oh, that's the one that has a chain. That's got JC style of lights, got a chain on it. Anyway, that is that part of the room. Then it goes in here, back to the service managers. Then it has this room that they built on. I swear, I mean, it's got all kind of little rooms that they put in here. Might tear some of them out. And then we're back into the main office. And then I'll go here and I'll show you where my office is going to be. This is where Mr. Marvin Beam had his when I worked out here as a salesman and parts. Right here, this is going to be my office. The reason being, it's got the almighty throne in it. Every man needs an office with his own personal throne. So that's what I'm going to have. And if I can have that, it'd be great. I'll walk back outside here. Like I said, the painters, yeah. Well, it may be, you never know. You never know who gets that office. She'll let me know. You know how wives are. But there is, like I said, we're going to replace those front doors for appearance, you know. And then we've got to get all this rust off these beams and everything. The building fell under a little bit of neglect, I guess, for the people that were renting it. They didn't want to do anything to it and all that. When I got all these, I was going to take down some of these big old fluorescent lights, outside lights. My wife said, no. So those are retro looking. Don't take them down. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I definitely am not going to use all these fluorescent bulbs. My power bill would be a gazillion dollars a month if I did, if I lit this place up. But that'll give y'all guys, this is a major thoroughfare. I hear this is Highway 150, and it's a major thoroughfare, so I'm happy with that. And like I said, there you see one house in the distance there. My house was 2 houses below that house. It's where I grew up as a kid. And yeah, after my drivers hit them, yeah, that's probably, yeah, Napa will probably be buying them from me. But I've got about a good 3 to 4 acres of paved parking lot here. Now it's getting old, as you'll see, but I've got some ideas. We may be getting into the storage building business along with some of this. Yeah, ain't that a sharp Ford? I got 2 I got a blue one and a red one like that. Got mud on it today out there at the sale. But I got 2 of them like that, and nice vehicles. I know it's only an extended cab. I cheated, didn't I? I don't have any children or anything, so that was fine with me. Well, I do have children, but I mean, they're grown. I don't carry any children with me. But we got a new one. If the Ford gets back into production on these things, we got a new one with the new diesel coming in, and that's going to be Landon's pickup. So we've got that on order. We've had it on order since February, though. Yeah, I may have to. I need a rollback's what I need one of these days. Maybe I ought to convert one of these tractors that I didn't sell into a rollback. Have me a good rollback. They're going back Monday. Yeah, I heard that what was it, the people that made the components for the dash and the electronics and all that, I think that company caught on fire, that plant caught on fire, put the whole daggum thing in limbo. Well, there's my son, and you'll notice what he's driving too. Now he's got the crew cab. Yeah, this is my son Steve. He's about your age, JC. He's an electrical engineer, and yeah. No, YouTube, not Facebook. YouTube. I'm on my YouTube. There, that's my son. There's my grandson. That's. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you knew you was gonna be on YouTube. Yep, that's an Explorer Sport Track, the last of the Mohican. Oh, you got the chainsaw. So you gonna cut that tree? Cool. You got it charged up. We'll get.
Do you wanna?
Yeah.
You want it down?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You got oil and everything in it?
Yep.
Got a good charge battery?
I think so.
I got another battery in there if you need it. So that's good. Put him to work. Nothing better than having a son come help dear old dad. You seen the LEDs yet, Steve?
Yes, in there.
Yeah, you saw them? Okay. Yeah, cut those limbs off first. Yeah, knock those limbs down first. The flower bed got a little bit overgrown here. So. I know it. It's the battery charged in the chainsaw. Oh, JC's got me a rollback. Maybe I ought to get a hold of him on that. You cutting? See if that DeWalt will get it done. I'll let y'all say timber in a few minutes, maybe. You cutting both sides, Steve? I shouldn't be telling. It'll carry 15,000. What you got it on, JC? Oh, an F450. Yeah. What I ought to do is, seriously, what I've thought about is getting a rollback and putting on one of my Columbias, and you know, do it that way. Michael, hop out of the way. Going on the 2014 International. All 4300, so that's got, it's short, it ain't got a max force, has it? You can see my son's not Paul Bunyan. What a 20 volt chainsaw here. Yeah, this is the non-smelly way to do chainsaw work. Timber! You get it? All right, there's part of it. Hey, Blaze. Are you gonna put a mechanical 466? Yeah. I see that's that 466, same thing that those, all right, Michael, grab it at the back instead of the front. Or just grab it, you're fine. Yeah, I don't care for that max force at all. Yeah, max force. Is that as far as you're gonna keep it? Huh? Well, you can take it over to the side if you want to. Don't leave it right in front of the door, son. Yeah. Let's see if you're... Yeah, that's right. A gas job would have had it down, but hey, it's free. Free labor. I feel fortunate that I can get labor out of my son. So I can't knock it, but it will make it look better. That's right. There he goes. He'll be 13. He'll be 13 in about 2 weeks. So it's time for him to get out. Like I said, I used to live down here and I was doing work in the same area. Just take it toward the grass out there, Michael. Just take it out there toward the grass. All right. All right. Got it. Got it. Got it. Now I'll need my stump grinder back out here, don't I?
Yeah.
You got a 2007 DT with air brakes. Oh, okay. Well, that'd be cool. How much you gonna want for it, JC? How much you think it's gonna go for? Oh, that looks way better. That looks way better, Steve.
We get this lights turned off.
It's on the timer in the back. There's one on both sides that's lit up. There's one on both sides. I don't,
It said it's on the timer, and it was on when it came by earlier today.
well, maybe it's on a switch in the back then. It's on now too. I thought it was on a timer.
It was on it. Whatever time it was. That was early. What time did we come by the first time?
When did y'all come by early today, Michael? No.
It wasn't long after we got.
Oh, was it not? Well, that's noon then. Well, we just need to find out what it is. I have no switch on this wall over here for it, so I don't know, son. There's no switch that turns that off and on. So, yeah, cut that little, that's another little sweet gum or something there. Cut it down too, Steve. You get it? All right, yeah, to get rid of that. I need to get my stump grinder out here and get the rest of that probably. Get that stump up.
You have a stump grinder?
Huh? Yeah, I got the one that goes on the Bobcat. Yeah, I got that stump grinder that goes on my Bobcat. That does a good job. Yeah. Yeah, he's working hard out there. We're teaching him well. This can be a summer job, can't he? Helping Paw Paw. Helping Paw Paw in the Paw Paw patch. I just leave it like that, Steve. You're gonna, okay, if you want to cut it up a little bit, that's fine. We got to go up here and secure. Yeah. I got a nice one goes on my, I got a T300 Bobcat, and I got a stump grinder, a Bobcat stump grinder. It's one more fantastic machine. I can get some stuff down. Now let me show you, JC, I hope you're still on here. I'm gonna show you the compressor that came with the building. It's a nice one. A 10 horsepower, 3-phase Sailor Bill air compressor. And you can see the motor on this sucker. Yeah, I know you do. I'd love to have me a Great All, I tell you. I gave away my big loader today. I didn't sell it much at all. I gave it away because that, yeah. What do you think about that, Matt? 10 horsepower. Yep, it's 10 horsepower. As you see, that twin B compressor, this sucker will do the work. Like I say, 3-phase, and it's piped. It's got the big 2-inch pipe that comes up and goes all the way through the shop, and we've got it piped to each bay. Oh God, yeah, it'll push 175 with no problem. Yeah, it's a nice one. That, like I said, that came with the building too, so that's a great thing. I hate to think what one of those costs nowadays, a 10 horsepower like that, but that one does a great job. I mean, it's 50 years old. It's 50 years old, but you know, the last 25 it hadn't been used hardly at all. Yeah, and here's some more upgrading I'm gonna have to do in the back. I'm gonna have to get up there and get that poison oak off of that. I gotta fix my fan that goes in the shop. JC, you got any fan blades up? I mean, all your scrapping and everything. I know you find everything. Yeah, it's in its own room, makes it a lot quieter. I mean, it's still noisy. I could probably go in there and insulate that. And I probably will insulate both those rooms because the others has the water supply, and they actually had a pipe burst in there earlier this year because they didn't have it wrapped good. So I am going to have to insulate those 2 rooms good, and you know, kind of bring that up to get them out of the dark ages, I guess you might say. Are you letting him saw? You teaching him how to saw? All right, that's good. Be careful with it now, even though it is a battery one. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Okay, I thought maybe you could get some scrap, or I got some scrapper friends. I ought to probably find that, because that's about I think that's about I'd say 3 foot by 4 or 5 foot high vent. And if I can get somebody that's scrapped something like that, it'd probably save a dollar or two. It's all about saving a dollar or two for sure, because I need to do that. Now here's the view from the side of the showroom. Well, I appreciate that, Steve. You gonna cut down something else?
Well, no, we're putting the truck. You got anything else to cut?
No, I think that will do me on the trimming.
Earlier, it looked like that was getting in the way.
Oh yeah, it's in the way big time, and I appreciate it, because hey, you can cut that big sweet gum down there next to the road if you want to. I asked Jimmy Adams to drop by and get that one. That one's right next to the power lines. I don't need you electrocuted, but yeah, JC, as you see, we're a Ford family in some degree there. We got several Fords. Steve, how many miles you got on that sport track now? 124,000. I'm chatting with one of the best Ford guys around that builds them and everything else, JC Smith. Yeah, you ought to see his channel, Steve. You need to check it out. He can take them apart anywhere from bumper to bumper. You ought to see some of his videos where he's taking them apart. Pretty talented man. He's your age too. Or about your age. Now how old, you'll be 45 this year. I had to think how old my son was. I think JC's about 45 or 46.
No, we're gonna work on that door.
And everything.
What you wanna do on that door?
We ought to just get
I got a dead blow.
Oh, you got a dead blow? Okay.
I mean, you wanna try and just knock it shut, or I don't know if it'll work. It looks kind of warped.
Yeah, it's warped. We're gonna have to do it. Yeah, get your dead blow and see if you can get. Yeah, JC. Now I've seen your work. Unless it fell apart and I didn't see it, it pretty darn good looking work. If you got all the bolts and everything put back together, and every project I've seen that you put online, it's pretty impressive, I think. And like I've said in the past, you remind me a lot of a good friend of mine. This was my dad's age, and he was a major rebuilder, and he yeah. yeah, I think he underestimates himself, doesn't he, Matthew? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see people that actually do good work. Yeah, I think he's one of the best Ford guys I've ever seen too, and I've seen a lot of guys. I mean, like I said, I used to work at this dealership when I was a young man, and so I'll put him up against any mechanic I ever saw out here, and especially even any body man. I mean, I've been very impressed with JC. Well, I know plenty of Ford guys. And you've learned the Ford way the right way, because it definitely do it. Is it coming back together? Huh? I may need to get. Wait. Now, has that got a latch at the top that we're missing, Steve? Watch it, Michael. I'm not trying to. You got to hit it on that metal. You'll bend it. There. It's got a brace. See that brace? This is a brace that goes all the way up. We'll see if. Here, Michael, you hold you hold the camera. You can chat with, and let me see. Whoops! Now don't get your finger in front of the camera. All right, like that, and then I will. Let me see if I can get up here and actually.
Got it in it better at the bottom, but
well, we may have to just go get we may have to put us a bar across here and then put a padlock on it, son.
Yeah.
Right now, or either get 2 new doors. I'm all for getting 2 new doors, really, because these things have got a lot of rust on them anyway. Yeah. Do what? Yeah, this side's not coming open. I don't. Okay, that was the latches broke, isn't it? Yeah. Now this is the grease room and the utility room, wasn't it?
yeah, it looks like it's power.
Yeah, it's got some power. Well, see, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I'm not worried about that hot water heater. We're gonna need to get this pipe and get it insulated better. I don't know why they put this on the outside. That's the stupidest way to put a pipe there.
Is that the water main?
That's the main water. And so they had that to pop this year when it got down to about 12 or whatever. That popped and flooded.
Well, you almost ought to
Do what now?
insulate it better.
Well, we can what we need to do is get a.
Oh, they got a vent there.
Well, I don't know why they got a vent. That doesn't make good sense to me either. Maybe it was code or something like that. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with that. Just leave that like it is. Let's see if I can
It ain't coming open easily.
Well, that's the main thing.
I got it in at the bottom.
All right.
We'll see it a minute.
All right. Here's that one. Well, don't be watching the ground there, Michael.
I'm not watching the ground.
I don't think I'm getting this one anywhere.
Don't even worry. There's nothing in there for them to get, Steve. So don't worry about it. It doesn't go into the outside. I mean, to the inside of the shop or anything. So it's all.
It looks like it.
Huh?
You would think. It almost looks like it never would have closed.
Well, it's got warped. What is measure you can get two sets of doors. I got to get some for the front anyway.
Watch your profanity.
Watch my profanity. What
No.
profanity?
Some man
Somebody
typing.
said. what? I don't know who said, but I'm trying to. What did I say? Some profanity?
No, someone typed some.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I said any profanity.
All right.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We can get your carpentry skills, and we can get that stoop fixed back if you want to. One that comes out of the shop. See it down there? That's rotted down there.
Yeah.
We need to fix it. I got me that waste oil tank out here. Well, really, this one's a waste oil tank too. I better not move the camera too fast. I'll get somebody dizzy out there. I got them falling out of their chairs. Ow! Yeah, let's see how rotted that is. I got a bunch of oak. Yeah. 2 waste oil tanks. Yeah, that's a big one too. This one's about 1,000 gallons out here, I believe, Matt. Do what?
Metal,
Oh, it's got metal underneath that?
metal. It's just, well, it's metal. Yeah, it's got metal underneath it.
But that's just wood fascia?
Well, the wood's just on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just got a wood fascia.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, look at this tank, Matt. Yeah, that's about 1,000 gallon tank there, I believe. I think it's looks like it's 2 500s welded together there in the middle. What you been doing today, Michael? Nothing?
been playing what all day?
Video games all day? Sport night. Fortnite. Oh, okay. Yep. Good gracious. So is that metal? Oh, that's okay. Okay, so that's just that, like what we put under the cement for your porch, that galvanized.
Well, I don't know that it's galvanized. But
Well,
I guess it had asphalt sheet.
yeah, it had asphalt. That's a rolled roof under that's what it is, Steve. All we need to do is just cut that out, and because it's got steel I-beams there.
That would be fine. You can paint that.
Yeah, we'll just paint the steel I-beam, and we'll just we can get the Bobcat over here and just jerk that down. And what we'll do, we don't have to put a rolled roof back on it. That's just kind of foolish. That crap will. What it needs is, well, like it's got a gutter. That's all it needs is a gutter.
Yeah, but how you gonna?
We just need to improve that gutter going down.
Well, but
that's all we need. We just
put some kind of.
Well,
I guess they had some kind of angle to it, so it try and run to the gutter.
Well, it's going straight. Well, it does. Look at it. It's got an angle. It's got a pitch, son. Look at it. It's pitched. It's not much, but it's pitched to the rear. So all we have to do is just put that metal, and if we had to, we could raise it up in the back to give it more pitch. Yeah. We'll just go over there to Spakes and pick up some of that metal, like we put under your porch, and then we'll just jerk that down, redo that, put some new fascia up, new money. Yeah, new money. Now, Matthew, you're going to start doing some of those videos for Detroit. I sold a bunch of Detroits today. I sold a bunch of Detroit motors, well, and salvage trucks and everything, 60 series. I kind of wish I'd held on to some, but you got to let go. You got to let go. Well, guys, I'm going to get off of this. I appreciate everybody. We're going to be going inside and doing some work. I appreciate everybody being on the chat with me. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed talking to JC and Jay and Matt. Hey, well, great. I'd like to see that project truck. My problem is my wife says don't start any more projects. Take care, Matt. Take care, JC, Jay. Forgot who else is in here. Lakin, hey, Lakin. Bunch of the guys, but keep up with me, guys. I appreciate y'all's advice, and I'll show you the videos of how we're progressing over here, and hopefully we'll have something to show you later. Talk to you later, guys.